I used to take so much pride in the fact that I could live with anyone. I'm very adaptable. I was always quick to say. So it was no surprise that when I was met with disapproval, I had desperately promised to convince them. Only that was my first mistake. Desperation. Hello everybody, peace be unto you. My name is Aziza, and from today I am done playing the victim. You are currently listening to I Want My Dream Life Now, the podcast relating my raw unfiltered journey as a 26-year-old Nigerian girl building from scratch. This is Ground Zero, the first episode. A few months ago, I decided to own up to one of my decisions, or more like I realized the part I played in sabotaging my own self-worth. So I decided to put on my big L pants instead of constantly whining in people's ears and fall back to no safety net. Literally ground zero. No backup plan, which is why the title seemed perfect. So no backup plan, just me, rock bottom, my greatest fear at the time. The reason I held on for so long, or maybe that's just what I believed, but I blamed everyone, everything, including myself, just a tiny bit, because it's always someone else, something else, some situation, circumstance responsible for how we feel and react, right? But if you deep that, it's double standard. Holding others accountable on the same ground we would not hold ourselves. Let me give you a scenario, an example, using myself. So I had this customer that supplies me water most of the time, and we had no issues prior. Like, there had never been money issues between us. But on this day, I called him as usual and he delivered. I came out, assured him he'd get his pay, and went back in. And then I slept off. So I woke up to a number of missed calls from this guy. I know that he hadn't gotten an alert or a notification. So I tried him back a lot of times, and then he missed me as well. Then I opened the door to pick up a bag of water, and nothing was there. He had taken all of them back. I can't lie. Just like now, my first reaction was laugh. I remember laughing, although it wasn't funny. So I tried him again immediately, and then he still didn't pick my call. Then I had this idea to try from another line, and boom, he picks up. That too on the first ring. Instantly, something went off in my head. I was livid, like, how dare he leave it? People can be so funny. I never owed him. I even used to pay this man in advance. Okay, maybe once. It was usually paid on delivery, but still, I was loyal. So why the attitude? Now, here's the part I didn't tell you guys, and the part he never got to know as well. The payment wasn't supposed to be made by me. It was supposed to be made by someone else. I had told them before and after I delivered, but after I woke up, I couldn't find them anywhere. And at the time, I was poor. I had zero money, even in my account, to vex and pay him. And the truth is, he did what he could. He left the bags of waters out for a while, and I also found out later that he had taken back only 9 out of the 10 bags. In his defense statement, he owed the company, so it must be pay as you go. The man was only just drawing his boundaries, and I hear it. And maybe if I had told you the whole thing, including the payment clause, you wouldn't have judged it the same way, or you'd have judged it differently. But yeah, in hindsight, I get where he was coming from, and I can only really understand that now after owning my part as the middleman. maybe if I had imagined his perspective earlier and I had told him about the payment, I could have avoided the unnecessary betrayal heartbreak or heartache I was feeling and the embarrassment. And yeah, to the top of the water, I realized that by blaming everything and everyone, I wasn't being completely honest with myself. So I had to look inward, really check myself, stripped away everything I believed about myself, put down who I thought I was so that I can figure out what was wrong. Why this phase was so much harder for me to navigate than anything before. And it's probably in the past now, and I shouldn't have to worry about it because what's done is done. But the lessons, they would give me clarity, help me value myself, realize my worth, and start to build structure so that I do not let the potential override the present. So I realized that instead of being ambitious, I was desperate. That feeling that pushes us, compels us to do something. The drive we get from wanting to be someone, wanting more, wanting to be better. It can be positive, of course, if it comes from ambition, but when it comes from fear of the unknown or fear of lack, our judgments get so clouded, we become short-sighted. We react instead of responding or even creating. And in those moments, for me, I became someone I didn't recognize, someone I would probably have resented if I hadn't held up a mirror or touched to myself, or God, even if it wasn't me, I wouldn't have chosen this experience, not by choice, but I am glad that it happened. It taught me so much about myself and about people, and maybe humans is the better word to use here. I've matured so much. That sounds corny, but yeah, I have. Like in the I can see me now kind of way. Also, this project, the podcast, something I can finally say out loud and proud, I've been working on for almost 2 years. No jokes. I've recorded and scrapped so many episodes, even published a few, and then I got pissed off by the platform and just stopped entirely. And honestly, I think this whole experience, this breakdown is what has been missing. It had to happen for this project to come live. Now, in the spirit of a newer age than I was when I made that very rash decision, from now that I think about it, even fear of even the things that I could have easily controlled if only I had a lot more structure and self-recognition. In that spirit, I am happy to declare still I haven't figured it out, but I am certain, I know that keeping this momentum will bring the clarity that I need. It will push me, propel me towards my dream life. Even if I don't know where it ends, I'm ready. I'm ready. That sounds like a declaration of war, but I'm dramatic. So let's go. This is me starting again, slowly, with extra awareness and hard intentional work with what's left, me, my voice, and my story. And I'm doing it out loud. The wins and the fails, not too many fails, because we don't want to jinx it. It's not just about starting again for me. It's about understanding the pattern so that I can break it. And that is the transition. Starting with the next episode. And with that, we're at the end of this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this episode has resonated with you in any way, please join the WhatsApp channel. The link is in the description and or show notes. For more pieces like this, episodes like this, and front row seats to the journey, please do not forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And with that, until next time, peace be unto you. Mwah.